Hi, my name is Cole.
I'm Christina.
And welcome to Our Thing.
Your Thing.
Where we talk about my thing.
And my thing.
And then we talk about our thing. And if we're like feeling it that day, maybe we'll talk about your thing. Maybe.
I don't know.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm really good.
We're like sitting in the dark.
We're sitting in the dark.
It's the middle of the week.
Yeah.
It's really zen.
Mm-hmm.
Frodo's eating his food in the corner.
Frodo's being really quiet.
Which also I know that some people have requested that we post a photo of Frodo since we have mentioned him a few times now.
No one's requested a photo of the other one?
Of Sweetie?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, wow.
But
That's surprising considering how much I've talked about him.
True.
He's up for adoption.
He is up for adoption. We'll post both of them.
Yeah.
We'll add Crystal too so she doesn't feel left out.
We're going to post all my cats. The orange one is up for adoption.
The orange one, Sweetie, is up for adoption. He's a little scrungalo. Yeah. He's so cute.
He's so sweet. Frodo, on the other hand, I don't think we could get rid of if we tried.
Didn't he like fall off a balcony and get brain damage?
He does have brain damage.
What a guy.
Yeah.
What a poor little guy.
He's
lost weight since I first met him though.
Well, we put him on an automatic feeder, so
it's good for
it's
dieting.
really good.
Really good.
You gotta do that to your cat.
Yeah, Cheesy Bread needs to lose some weight.
That cat is big. Oh my god.
He is a chumongous boy.
I've never seen a cat that big. Oh my god.
Getting bigger. Yeah.
That's hard to believe.
And actually, I think he's probably leveled out. I think he's at the same. I think he's been at a similar level for a while now.
That cat is like bigger than like a 3-year-old toddler.
Poor Cheesy Bread. He's so anxious and fat.
I got him toys. Did you see the toy?
No, I didn't see. You didn't show me the toys.
Oh, I got him toys. One of them was like an automatic toy that goes on its own.
Oh, that's
good.
good.
I got him some like catnip things. So
good. He'll love those.
He'll like those.
Or Lucifer will take them. Who knows? But she doesn't really play with toys.
Oh yeah. So Cheesy will probably like them.
Yeah. So do you have a thing for the week?
I do have a thing for the week, and I know you have a thing for the week.
Yeah. What's your thing?
Kind of
though?
Perfect. You have been going first.
I have gone first both times.
Yeah, I like it though. It gives me time to decompress. I listen first. But
Okay. Well, I would like that time now for myself.
For sure. You could have warned me. Okay. Yeah. So my thing is okay. Before I get into my thing, I do have a question for you.
Okay.
So it is gonna require you to answer this question.
Is this
first.
about your mental illness again?
No.
Okay, great.
Separate thing.
New
thing. Yeah. So okay, my thing. Well, before I get into my thing, I just have a question. Okay, so here's my question. Say the love of your life, right? David, he gets like taken. He's kidnapped. Yeah, he's kidnapped.
Not David.
David's kidnapped, and you have to go save him. Mm-hmm. But it's like a 45-minute drive. And the question isn't like, do you listen to music or not? My question is specifically, what music do you listen to on the drive over to save him?
Gosh, if I'm specifically saving the love of my life, David, then I think I will be probably like bumping some Final Fantasy tracks. Like I'll hit like Invincible and Return to Oblivion and then To the Edge. These are all Final Fantasy 14 game soundtracks because that feels appropriate to go save David in like an epic way.
What's the vibe of that music? Because I'm not familiar with the soundtrack.
It's kind of like most of it's kind of like rock with like a lot of like orchestral in it. It's like very passionate, very like dun 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 dun. Like it's very good.
That would be good.
Yeah, it would get me pumped up.
Because I know he also really likes Final Fantasy.
Yeah, exactly, and he loves the soundtrack of games and.
Okay.
So yeah, that's so.
I like that.
Okay, so how does this relate to your thing?
Oh, this relates to my thing because I was hospitalized.
Okay, well,
you know about this.
Let me adjust my seat for this one. Yeah.
I was hospitalized a couple days back because it turns out I have been vegan for the past like 5 or so years.
For sure. And
one of the things I remember before I went vegan was I really loved French toast. And I was having a really, really bad day one particular day. And I was like, I'm just going to try French toast again. And it was like a thing where I was like, I'm going to like start all of a sudden like eating like meat or like eggs or whatever. I was like, I'm going to get French toast this one time.
A little treat.
It's like a special treat because I was like really depressed. I was like crying and it was like not a good day.
Totally.
And it was like the morning too, so it was like the start of the day. So I was like, I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna go get French toast. So I went and got the French toast. And I was happy for like a good few minutes there. And then I went into anaphylactic shock. Because it turns out I've developed a severe egg allergy.
Severe egg allergy.
Severe egg. Yeah, Cole already knows this because he did come and get me at the hospital.
Yeah, I was sitting at work, like minding my own business, and Christina starts telling me, she's like, "I got French toast. I think I'm allergic to eggs. I feel a little weird." And I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "Well, like rest, like blah, blah, blah." And then she was like, I can't breathe," and I'm like scratching myself, and I'm like freaking out, and I'm turning red, and I was like, "Oh." And then she's like, "I drove myself to the hospital," and I was like,
No, my organs did start to shut down there at the end. And and I was like, for like a good couple hours, because it wasn't like a thing where I stopped breathing immediately. In the beginning, I just felt sick. I was like, "Oh, this is not sitting right in my stomach.
Yeah.
Fine, it'll pass."
Yeah, you're like, "I upset my tummy."
It did not pass. It got way worse over time. It was just me slowly going to anaphylactic shock and just being in denial about it.
Which is very you. Very you.
Yeah. To the point where, like, by the time it was so severe, I had to, like, go to the hospital. I was home alone, and I had to drive myself. And this is why I asked that question, because on the way to the hospital, I get my throat. So, like, picture this. I'm beet red.
Yeah.
I'm itching myself till I'm, like, bloody all over. Yeah. My skin was so itchy. It was crazy. And, like, my stomach hurt. I was fighting throwing up constantly because I just felt like throwing up. Yeah. But every time I threw up, my throat would, like, start to close up. So throwing up was not good. Oh. Like, it would make my stomach feel better, but then it would, like, make my throat start to close up again. So I was like, okay, not throwing up's bad. And, like, I could feel my throat, like, I'd, like, be swallowing. It would be hard to swallow. Yeah. So that's, like, me, right? Very uncomfortable. And I'm just, like, in the car driving I'm in anaphylactic shock, driving to the emergency room, and my mom is on the phone with me, and she was like, "You have to stay on the phone with me the whole time." Fair. I don't know what she would have done though. Like, if anything, like if I like passed out on the road, there's no her, like, I at no point was I like, I'm gonna pass out. Like, if I had, I would have called, like, 911 and an ambulance. Like, I was like, I can get myself to the emergency room. But she insisted on being on the phone.
I get it.
But the entire drive over, I don't know if it was, like, delirium. I think I was lacking a little bit of oxygen.
For sure.
But I was like, man, like, Charlie XCX would hit so hard right now. I remember resenting her. I was like, I can't say anything because I might die. This might be our last time to talk. I was like, this sucks though, because I really want to blast music.
You're like, "Mom, talking to you is great, but I really want to listen to Brad."
That's exactly, like, and specifically, it was, honestly, I wanted to listen to that, like, techno pop playlist that you had made, which does have a lot of Charlie XCX on it. Yes. And I just remember, like, driving, and I was like, oh, that would, like, I would just, like, fucking be bumping to that right now. It would be so good. and like,
honestly, that's like a pretty good playlist to listen to when you're dying. There's some bangers on there.
I was kind of getting hyped for it. Yeah. And I was like, Mom, well, I'm like fine now. I'm almost at the hospital. And she would not get off the phone with me.
Yeah, you were like, Mom, 360 when you're in the club.
Yeah, I like kept making jokes and trying to be super casual. Later, I was trying to be like, no, it's no big deal. It's actually really funny. Like, I was in good humor about it.
Yeah, right? You were telling jokes to the doctors, apparently.
I was. The doctors. Okay, well, apparently, my whole vibe of not being serious and everything really put everyone on edge. Like, later my mom called me and she was like, we thought that you were like losing brain cells.
She thought you were going to delirium and you weren't just being silly.
Which is crazy because those jokes were, I was being fun. I was quick. I was being quick and funny. Yeah. But she, my dad was like...
You were too ahead of your time.
Yeah. My dad was like, yeah, we thought you were like gone.
Oh my God.
He was like, we were really worried about you in the car. You were saying some crazy shit.
I love that in this scenario, it's your mom and dad being like, oh my God, Christina's in danger. We're losing her. And you're like cracking jokes and cut to me sending you memes of yourself.
Oh my God. Then I get to the hospital and I'm texting Kole because I think it was like, for me in my head, like me like talking to my friends.
Yeah.
And, like, it just made me feel like I wasn't alone in the hospital.
You were
suffocating.
By yourself.
Yeah. So like, and you started texting me memes that were about me killing myself with French toast. And they were so funny. And it was just like the moment you had sent me one that was like just so funny, I was looking at it. The doctor like comes over and is like, so we're going to give you epi because you're in anaphylactic shock. And I couldn't breathe because I was laughing so hard. Because I looked at my phone and seen this meme you sent me, and I just started I just couldn't. I was laughing.
Contributing to your suffocation.
And the doctor was like, yeah, so can we get her a private room?
They said this bitch needs to be alone, away from other patients. She is a disturbance.
Because I looked, again, like, beet red all over. I kept itching so badly.
Yeah.
One of the jokes I kept making was that, like, I didn't care how many marks it left. I was going to keep itching because it felt like an orgasm.
Yeah.
Like, it felt so good to itch. I didn't care.
And they were
I
like,
could be
she's
anywhere.
losing it.
Also, at this point, I don't know, like, there's a thing that happens where, like, you get really cold and you get, like, these uncontrollable shakes.
Oh, yeah.
I was in that. So, beet red, shaking, like, marks all over my body and bruises from itching, and I can't stop laughing.
Yeah.
And they're like, the doctors didn't know what to do.
What I imagined when I was texting you, because you were literally texting me like as you were like, they're inserting the needle right now, is that there's doctors on the left side of you doing all this stuff to you, and then your phone's in your right hand, and you're just texting me.
Yeah.
And I'm sending you memes of yourself dying.
Yeah, I felt the need to like live text the whole thing.
I appreciated it. I felt really included and a part of it, and it honestly made me feel more reassured.
Yeah.
And it was also fun to send you a bunch of memes.
Because I think the alternative was me sitting there in silence while they do all this stuff to me and I'm alone. And I think that would have been scary for me.
Yeah.
But it wasn't scary because I was texting you and I was like, in my head, I was like, oh, man, I really want to listen to that playlist. Like, yeah. So there was like, maybe I didn't take it as seriously as I should have. But also, I was like the whole time pretty convinced I wasn't going to die.
Yeah, I didn't actually think you were in any danger, especially when you got to the hospital. I was like, okay, she's fine.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna steroid her up, they're gonna give her epinephrine, they're gonna do something, and then she's gonna stabilize, and it's gonna be all right. Well, stabilize makes it sound like you were like hemorrhaging death, but you were gonna be fine. Yeah.
No. Yeah, I did feel like I was gonna be fine.
But I was like,
even the drive over, because I guess everyone was worried about me driving there, because I was like, I would never. I don't think I'd ever risk anybody else's life. Like, if I really thought I was going to pass out or if I was in, like, danger with driving, I wouldn't have driven myself. You would have called 911. But I really felt like I was okay to drive there. Yeah. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, it clearly worked out, so you were fine.
Yeah, I just think...
My biggest thoughts were, like, if Christina dies right now... Are these the funniest memes I could make and send to her, or could I have done better?
They were so funny.
And I think I did well. I think if you died that day...
The quickness that you sent those, and how funny they were. Oh my God. You'd think you just had those ready to go.
Right. I was ready to thunder them out.
It was so funny.
They came to me one after the other.
It was like all pictures that we had taken together on like trips and stuff we had done with like our friends and us, and you had put the funniest stuff. They were so funny. Oh my God, we have to post them.
We'll post them when we post this episode. People know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because they're so funny.
I was laughing at. That's where I think that's where I came up with suicide toast.
Yeah, you kept referring to me eating the French toast as suicide toast, which also kept making me laugh.
Yeah, I thought it was so funny. I was like sitting at my desk, like laughing to myself.
Yeah,
just being like, and then be like, "Wait, Christina is in the hospital, but this is funny."
This is objectively funny. I was
like, the joke is good, but she is in the hospital.
Yeah, she's in anaphylactic shock.
But it was fine. And then we got sushi afterwards.
It was fine. I was starving afterwards because the only thing I'd eaten eaten that day. I had fully thrown up.
Yeah.
And I was starving. I was in the hospital for a couple hours while they injected me and observed me or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we went and got sushi, and it was really good. I got vegan sushi.
Yeah, I got actual sushi. But I think my only regret from that day is not being able to go in the hospital and really dramatically be like, "Where is she? What room is she in? Show me her." And then like be by your bedside, like holding your hand, like, hey.
Yeah.
I just heard.
Well, there's always next time.
Yeah, that was sort of like my hope, is that I would be able to like rush in and it would be really dramatic. But instead we sent William in, and that was... Oh, speaking of William, he's not here.
Oh, William is not here. Yeah, he abandoned us.
We're taking some space from William right now.
Yeah, we're taking some space for this episode.
It's like really important that we like establish boundaries, and that like, you know, the workplace environment is respected.
Yeah, the last episode we were like, hey, that was
a lot.
That was a lot.
That was a lot.
You were being a lot.
You
said being a little too much.
Said more than 2 sentences.
Yeah.
That's a violation of your contract. Speak when spoken to.
You checked literally no facts.
Not a single fact was checked. But, you know, I miss him.
I think we'll probably have to bring him back.
I think so too.
So maybe, I mean, this is just kind of to tell him who's in charge.
Yeah, this is to show him who's the boss.
Yeah, we had to do this as dominance thing.
Yeah. Is this all of his audio equipment and computer? Sure.
Yeah.
But we're in charge.
We are. Absolutely. Does he upload for us? Yes.
Yes.
Is he our editor?
Yes. But do we need to show him who's in charge? Yes. So, wait. What was my question? Oh, I know. When you were in the hospital, was there a hot doctor? That was not my question. But while I'm thinking of my question, answer that question.
I don't recall. I think I did talk to this one nurse quite a bit. Yeah. And I feel like she was pretty.
Cool.
But
did you hallucinate at all? That's what I was going to ask.
I did not hallucinate at all. But she did like stab me like a lot in the arm.
Oh yeah,
because
bad
my
veins
are I guess I have bad veins.
Bad veins.
She like switched arms multiple times.
I have really good veins.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been told.
Congratulations.
Yeah, they get it like first try. It's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, and I think she was like new at the job. She was very young. She was new at the job because she left like the bloody needle like on the bed. And I like took it.
Biohazard.
Yeah, it was like it was like clipped, so it was like
there's like a biohazard bin that should go in immediately.
Oh, I know. Even I mean I know that.
I'm a doctor.
I think most people know that.
Like that's crazy.
I worked in like the medical field for a bit.
Yeah, I'm a decorated doctor. I have my PhD in like 3 different categories.
I was a certified nursing assistant.
Wow.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I understand.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm currently a cardiologist, but I also do OBGYN work. Yeah. I do like a lot.
We established your, yeah.
But me and the OBGYN that looks like me in a wig are 2 separate people.
Yeah, no. My gynecologist that looks like you in a wig is not you.
Yeah.
You are separate.
Nor is, I'm also not the doctor that is in charge of Evil Hospital.
Yeah.
Because that looks like a man that looks like me in a wig.
Yeah.
That is not me. I distance myself from those 2 people.
Mm-hmm. Evil Hospital.
Evil Hospital. Which is very real.
Very real place. And they want William.
They want him so bad. But with the distance we're taking from him.
Yeah.
Right. It's kind of right.
Wait, I was gonna say something in case before we move on. But given my track record with health, I will be in the hospital again, and you have full permission to come in and use it as a dramatic moment.
Thank you.
I would actually really love that.
That would be great. Should you think I should wear a gray raincoat or like a beige trench coat when I come in dramatically?
I think the beige trench coat is a little more iconic.
Okay, and should I wet myself before I come in? Like pour water on my head?
Absolutely.
Even if it's sunny outside?
I think you should actually come in the candy stripe that Allison
You know,
that episode Pretty Little
that would
Liars.
be incredible.
And you should come in when I'm all Daisy.
And you'll be like, Kole. And I'd be like, surprise. I don't remember what she says. She says something so funny.
I can't remember what she says either. It's supposed to be like a dream sequence, but it's real.
Yeah, she says something so funny before she walks away from that scene, but I cannot remember it for the life of me.
That's what you should do.
I should. You're right. Mm-hmm. I'll come with a blonde wig and everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Listen, I should put together my Allison cosplay just for rainy days. You know what I mean?
I was fully expecting when I came out of the hospital for you to be in a red dress. Because, okay, so Kole has said a couple times that he will be there when I die.
Yeah.
And he will be wearing a red flowing dress.
Yeah, it'll be a red flowing dress. Whether or not it's a projection of me or it's actually me and I'm the Grim Reaper is up for interpretation.
Yeah. I guess I won't know.
Yeah, could you imagine? Would you have died? Well, you would have been dead. But would you have like screamed and been in terror if you walked out of the hospital and you see me, flowing red dress, just like dancing around outside?
I think I would have died. I think I would have had to been checked back in.
Yeah, you would have been like, I'm going back in the hospital.
I would have walked back in.
You're like, check please. But health concerns aside, I am glad that you're okay.
Well, thank you. I am really glad I'm okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gave me steroids, they gave me Epi, they gave me Benadryl, they injected it into my veins.
Love.
I felt really loopy for a little bit.
Yeah.
I got really tired, and then I
Yeah.
got really hyper.
Yeah, and then you got really hungry.
And then I got super hungry.
And then we ate.
We ate.
And you ate. Honestly, driving yourself to the hospital, you ate.
Thank you.
Saved yourself a little $2,000 ambulance trip.
Gosh, it just as like just an ending note. I do think I missed an opportunity not getting to like blast techno pop music.
Yeah, I think if I would change anything about your experience, it would be that.
Yeah.
I think that was the biggest missed opportunity / tragedy of the day.
It was like hard because my parents were convinced I was gonna die, so I couldn't just like it just felt very selfish.
Yeah, you couldn't be like fun Dutch. That would have been so fierce.
Yeah, I think it would have been.
It would have been great. So should I talk about my thing?
Yeah, I think I know what your thing is.
You think you know what it is?
I'm pretty sure. Unless you changed it, but I can't imagine you would do that.
No, I didn't change it.
You already kind of casually mentioned it.
I did kind of casually mention it last episode.
Before you mention, I do have to readjust because my leg is falling asleep.
I did the same thing. Every time we sit on these chairs, I keep sitting on my leg because that's how I normally sit. But then, you need to adjust.
It falls asleep.
Exactly.
And now it's going to feel
now
like
it's like,
snakes
wake
for
up,
a while.
it's next thing time.
Yeah.
And my thing is, for anyone who listens to us talk so far, you'll know that I'm a big fan of Magic the Gathering, the card game.
As am I. You introduced me to it, but I'm a really big fan too.
I played for the first time in Magic in high school, and I kind of played for maybe a year or so. And I just kind of fell out of it because I didn't really like it because I was only playing standard because the person who introduced me didn't play EDH or Commander, and I fell out of it. And then 3 years ago, I got back into it because I had friends around me playing, and Zachary, our mutual friend, was also like, I want to play Magic with people again. And I was like, oh, I know people who play Magic. And originally my intention was to introduce Zachary to the guys who play Magic and then fade myself out and be like, okay, look, they can all play Magic together. And then I got addicted because I didn't play Commander before, and Commander is so much fun and is exactly how I would want to play a card format. I'm not going to explain Commander for anyone who's listening. You just go look it up. It's around. It's easy. 100 card format. You have a Commander card.
Yeah.
It's cool. But the thing that is my thing is that last week was the release, or I guess technically the pre-release. The world release is technically on the 13th, funny enough. But the pre-release happened of Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering crossover, which is a big fucking deal for me because I've been playing Final Fantasy since I was 4. I started playing the first game when I was 4. I was given to it when I was still a wee babe, and I didn't understand really what I was doing, but I liked it. And then as I got older, I kept playing Final Fantasy, and I kept playing more and more and more of the games. My favorite games are 9 and 6, hands down. I also have a 14 player, which is the MMO. I'm currently wearing my Summoner Soul Crystal on my neck. Anyways, also a gift from David. Just call back to David. Hi, David.
He's probably listening. I think he's the only confirmed listener we have.
You better be listening. Hi, David. But so they released this set, and I've been anticipating this since they first announced it, over a year ago, because they kind of announced this long road track of what was going to come out. And this was one of the ones that was on the track that I was the most excited about. I cannot tell you the amount of days that I was standing outside of the game store or with my friends, or particularly my friend Max, and we would just go back and forth about cards, being like, oh my god, I bet you Sephiroth's gonna be white black, or like Cloud is going to be like red white, or blah blah blah, or like this is going to be like green, or like that, or like Kefka is going to be Grixis and all this stuff. So the hype was eternal. And it still hasn't stopped for me personally, because the more I see like our friends are now starting to open their packs and boxes, that I'm getting excited all over again. And I'm honestly still excited. And the only tragedy so far is I have yet to actually be able to play the cards that I got from the set outside of pre-release, which I went to my first Magic the Gathering pre-release for the first time, which anyone who plays Magic knows that it's a 40 card deck sealed draft event where you basically sit down, you open 6 packs, and then you like make a deck in like an hour, and then you play 3 matches and see how many you win. Yeah. And some game stores give prizes, but I play Geeky Teas, shout out, they just give you 2 extra packs for just showing up. Or technically for playing all 3 rounds.
Sounds really nice.
Super reasonable. You end up getting 8 packs for like a pretty decent amount of money.
And it sounded so fun.
It was really
I want to
fun.
do one day.
I had a lot of fun. At pre-release, I did really good.
I heard.
What's funny is when I was making my deck, I like started off making this like red, white, like nothing deck. It like looking back, I was like, what was I doing? I think it's because I drew 2 red and white legendaries that I was like, I have to use these, I think. Like, right? I should use these legendaries. They're good. And they have like pretty good abilities. And then I was like, this doesn't feel great. But then I had a lot of like blue and green cards that I was like, I think this is something, and I'm just kind of ignoring it, but I think it's something. In the last 10 minutes, I was like, oh my god, the red white is wrong. I have to do blue green. I have to do blue green. And I just like threw together like all of my blue green cards, and I was like, okay, take that out, leave that in, leave that in. And it ended up being kind of a monster, honestly.
Yeah.
It was really good. So we played 3 rounds. The first person I went up against, I beat him both times, so I went 2-0.
Nice.
The second round, the woman that I played against, she won the first round, and then I won the second one, and then we ran out of time for the third one, but I think I was gonna win. It was pretty, the writing was on the wall. And then the third round, I played against this dude and absolutely stomped him. I think he was having a bad day, which is crazy because his deck was like pretty good. I was like, this seems a little scary.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna like
maybe he was like really convinced he was gonna win, and then you came in and just kind of.
Well, he said he lost the game before me, but he won the first game, so he was like, "You're my tiebreaker" or whatever.
Oh yeah, and then he was pissed because you won.
Because I won, yeah, and it was not just like a win; it was like a full stomp.
Yeah,
like
that's gotta hurt a little.
He like had like one play that he like was like confident was gonna get him the day, and I was like, counterspell. It was like pretty bad. And it was also funny because when I looked up afterwards, the archetype that blue green is supposed to be in that draft format, it was not what I played at all. It was supposed to be about like the town cards and like a ramping strategy. No, I was just blue support and green stompy monsters, and that's all it was.
Which probably like would work out.
Yeah,
always.
Even in like Commander or EDH, is like Simic, which is blue green for anyone who's listening. Is just a strong color pairing in general. And it was really funny because the first guy winning it was like, oh god, Simic player. And I was like, I guess, Diva, like this might be a pile of shit. But opening the box and getting to experience all of the Final Fantasy Magic cards was truly, for lack of a better word, magical. Because this is like my childhood. I've been playing these games forever. It's one of the longest franchises of games that I've consistently played. It's between that and Pokemon that I've been playing since I was a literal kid. And I've always had the merch. I've played pretty much every game in Final Fantasy except for 11, which is the other MMO. And the only reason I didn't play that is because I was playing World of Warcraft at the time, and I was like, I don't have the time for 2 MMOs. Yeah. And it's also kind of good that I didn't play 11 because then 11 got shut down and it was a whole thing.
Yeah.
But I was really ecstatic getting to do this, and also getting to do this like with my friends, and particularly with my partner David. As we're talking a lot about David today. Love you.
Yeah. Shout out to David.
Shout out David.
Our for sure one listener.
Our for sure one listener. But it was really special because he and I play Final Fantasy 14 together a lot of the times, and he is also a Final Fantasy fan. And it was kind of great opening all these cards because it was like, I was already super excited seeing them come out for like the spoiler season. And then it was this sort of moment of like getting to fall in love again with like this thing that I already love now mixed with this newer thing that I love. Like in a way, Magic kind of like is the new sort of fixation in my life, newer 3 years or so, was sort of like reminding me like, hey, remember all these beautiful memories you had growing up? And I was like, oh my God, you're so right. These are beautiful memories. And I like went pretty hog wild buying like, I bought like the box, I bought a pre-con.
Which you absolutely should have done. I mean, ever since it was announced, and Final Fantasy is something that's really been on my like, you know, something that I pay attention to.
Yeah.
But like, you have been talking about this a lot. And the cards are like really good. It's not just a thing where it's like, oh, I'm a fan of Final Fantasy, I'm a fan of Magic, and like, yay, they're combined. It's like a really good set.
It's a powerful
set.
set.
I was like looking at cards and I was like, oh, whoa, I probably will need to get some of these.
Yeah, they're really good. Like, I think that's what felt like the best payoff, is because there was like, you know, the dark cynical part of me that was like, these cards are going to come out, you're going to see them, and you're going to hate every single one of them. Or all your favorite characters are going to suck, and it's going to be horrible. And then all my favorite characters came out, and they're amazing.
Yeah.
I had a moment, this is kind of for people who play Magic, but, you know, enjoy as while you can listen. But while it was coming out, because in Final Fantasy, I gravitate towards like the summoner job, which is all about like summoning mythical beasts to help you in combat and whatnot. I love it. It's so much fun. My hope was that there would be a 5-color legendary card that had to deal with summons. And in my mind, I was like, okay, if they were to make it, it's probably going to be one of the other summoner characters in the game, like Rydia, or maybe Aiko or Dagger or something like that. And my favorite character in Final Fantasy of all the games and everything is Tara Branford from 6. She's incredible. We love her. And as I was watching the reveals of like the first cards, they reveal her, and she's a 5-color summoner, like cares about the summons in the set card. And I was like, the joy that shot through my body was like unmatched. I was like I was sitting next to David, and I was just like, oh my God, this is for me. Like, there were so many things that I like was like, God, I hope it's like this. And it was. And I was like, I was so ready to feel such a rush of disappointment about this set, and then it was just like pure bliss.
Yeah.
And it hasn't stopped being pure bliss. And it was another great round, because after I opened my box, which was like pretty decent, I got like some of the cards that I wanted. I didn't get any of my big 3 from my box.
That was going to be my next question, because I wanted to know, out of like all of the cards you pulled, what's like the one that you're most excited about that you've gotten?
That I've gotten is probably pulling Tara's card, Tara Magical Adept, which is the 5-color summoner card, because I was really hoping my 3 cards that I really wanted were Tara, the Kafka Court Mage card, and then Vivi Ornitier, because those are like my favorite Final Fantasy characters of all time. And which is funny because Vivi is like now the most sought after card in the set.
I know. I saw that.
I
want that card.
It's kind of crazy.
It's a fun card.
It's a really cool card, and I was like, okay, great. I'm so glad my favorite character got a great printing, but now that card costs $60.
Yeah.
And I have not pulled it. And only one person I know has pulled it, but he's going to be using it, and
for sure.
doubt he would ever have given it to me.
Yeah, I imagine if anyone finds that, they're keeping it.
Abso-fucking-lutely. If not to play with it, to sell it.
Yeah.
Because that card is spiking in value. But yeah, I was just like I got a lot of good things for my box. I really enjoyed it. There was such a rush of nostalgia opening it as well. But David's box was banger city.
Yeah.
We were sitting and opening his cards, and I was like, oh my God. He got like 9 mythics or something like that. Like, it was some absurd number where I was like, oh my God. And it was also like really happy, because it was like, this was also in another way a very fun thing that I could share with my friends and with David, my partner, because it was just like watching him open the box. And it was really funny because when we were opening it, most of the cards that he wanted were ones that I opened. And so it was like really cute, because I would like see it, and he would be like opening his pack, and he'd be like, oh cool, I got this, and I'd be like, and you got this.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And then he would like light up and get really excited, and I was like, it was just like so cool. I think my only problem with the Final Fantasy set is the predatory prices.
Yeah, it is crazy expensive.
Because online,
for anything,
both online and at local game stores, the markups are kind of crazy. Like the cheapest way to get it is to like order it via kind of like the fulfillment Magic card websites, which is like a lot of people, most people have to because they don't have an LGS near them or something like that of the sort, or they have to drive a far way to get them. Which for me, if I had to drive a far way to get these like this product and it was at these prices, oh,
Yeah.
I would have been really upset.
Yeah, it's not super accessible.
It's not, and it's really shitty because the thing is, fast forward 5 months or 4 months, the pre-cons are going to be in Costco and they're going to be like $60. And then like the set's going to get cheaper once it's on like retail shelves. But like for people who want to get involved now or people who are excited about it, it's like the prices are just way too high.
Yeah.
Like the collector box, to get just a collector box, even online, which is the cheapest possible way to get it, is like $700.
That's crazy.
And like, yes, you have a chance of pulling cards that are worth half or even a quarter of the value and multiples of them, but it's still like,
Well, it's gambling.
it's super gambling. But I think the only thing that offsets the collector booster, and honestly, this isn't even defending the price of the collector booster, because most collector boosters are like maybe $300, which is
Yeah.
like semi-reasonable if the box is like $150, right? Like it's kind of like, okay, I pay twice as much than the box, than just the booster box to get the collector experience, right? And this is also a set that I was like, oh my god, maybe this will be the first time I buy a collector booster box,
Yeah.
because I want all these cards. And then the price came out and I was like, oh, never mind. I could buy multiple boxes for that same price. I was like, that's crazy.
For sure.
And so I think that was like my biggest qualm with it. And I know online some of the prices are starting to go down for like the pre-cons and stuff. But I just feel bad because when the Lord of the Rings set came out 2 years ago, which was sort of the Final Fantasy set for a lot of other people, like a whole nother demographic of people, that honestly, I know some people will probably like shake their fist at me and say I'm like an idiot, loser, whatever. But I think the Lord of the Rings set kind of saved Magic because the amount that the player base increased after it came out was like a lot. It got a lot of people back into Magic.
Yeah. And I wasn't playing them, but I've kind of heard that.
Yeah.
Like I've since kind of watched a lot of videos
Yeah.
on this game, and I have kind of seen that this whole like there's been a resurgence semi recently.
Yeah, is that Magic has kind of come back into the mainstream because of what, you know, Universes Beyond, which is where they do crossover sets. And also because it seems like they've started to put more care into kind of some of the cards and the format and such, and because of it, it's become popular again. And I know a lot of like the older Magic players like kind of like despise Universes Beyond.
Yeah.
But it's also,
I think it's fun. It's
I
kind of a
think it's fun
shame
too.
that the prices are so high for
Yeah.
the stuff coming out, just because it's like really popular and
Yeah.
they know they can get away with it and make a ton of money.
exactly.
I do think it's really fun. I think it's just funny to have all those characters together. And,
Yeah, it's cool.
yeah.
Like it's sometimes like when I sit down at a table and it's like my Miku deck versus your Godzilla versus Optimus Prime versus Lightning from Final Fantasy 13. I'm like, yeah, let's go. Like if you're having fun with like your favorite character from whatever thing, like go for it. That's
Yeah.
why I really hope, I don't think it will be, but the Avatar set that's coming at the end of the year.
That I probably will get
Yeah.
some stuff from.
I hope that is-
depending on what the cards are.
Yeah, I also hope it doesn't have the same prices of Final Fantasy, which I don't think it will be.
I can't imagine. I think Final Fantasy is kind of a special thing because
Yeah.
it's not like you're the only one who's a super fan.
No.
It
There's
was like
millions.
Like they were getting sold out.
Yeah.
People were like pre-ordering like crazy.
Yeah.
It is kind of like a special thing, and it's like their biggest set this year probably.
Yeah.
Because
It is-
they knew it was going to be such a big deal.
Yeah, it's what they call like a tentpole set, which is like the biggest possible version of a set, which is what Lord of the Rings was as well.
Yeah.
Except this set is bigger than Lord of the Rings.
And I'm really excited about Avatar, but I don't think it won't be nearly as big. I doubt it.
No, I don't think it will be either, and hopefully the prices will be a lot better.
Yeah.
And we also have the Spider-Man set coming out this year as well, which I think is getting some already mixed reactions, just
Yeah. I've heard some mixed opinions
based
about
on the
that one.
cards that they've revealed so far. But in
Yeah.
between those, we have the next set, which is a space opera, which I think is really cool.
I like that.
I think it's
That'd
really
be fun.
like it'll be like in space. It's like in the Blind Eternity's like space city, which is like cool. But my big concession about my thing is that it was like such a wonderful fuzzy feeling of like returning to this thing that I love modernized once again in
Yeah.
front of me. And it was also like reopening discussions. Oh, you know what? You know what's another great thing about these cards coming out is that when I sit down at a table and someone pulls out a card, like they're like, oh, this is like Hope Estime, and then I'm like, or S-time, God, S-time, and they're like, who is that? And I'm like, oh my God, so funny you would ask. Hope is from Final Fantasy 13, and he's this kid, and like I get to like, because it's like I know what that is, you know. Some like, you know, the regular set Magic cards, if you don't like follow with the lore all the time, sometimes names are just gonna come out and you're gonna be like, cool.
Yeah.
That card sounds fun, but I don't know what the fuck they did in the story. But like all of these cards, I can like sit down, look at them, and be like, that is from this.
Yeah.
And it's a reference to this. And that quote is actually from blank. And it was like, it's like so fun to do it because I get to like spot all these wonderful memories basically encapsulated in these little tiny pieces of cardboard.
And there were really creative ways that they released the cards because I didn't know any of the story, but then you started telling me the stories and you were like, oh, this card goes with like, it's like a callback to this thing that happened, which I thought was fun. Or like, oh, this card transforms into this, just like this character transforms in the game. Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's so fun. So they did like the cards, they like fit with the characters and the stories.
I think they flavor one like really hard.
Yeah.
Like especially with all the transforming, which is something that I kind of was hoping for that they wouldn't shy away from, because famously in Final Fantasy when you play the games, you go to fight the villain transforms, and then you fight the villain. Yeah. And every villain card in this set transforms. Yeah. Well, all the villains that transform in the games do transform in the set. And I was like, this is fantastic. The card that
I'm gonna get, the one that's the character you hate.
Xenos Galvez, yeah.
Is he a villain?
He is a villain.
He transforms.
He's actually a very big villain in Final Fantasy 14 because he's supposed to be introduced in the third expansion of the games, and he's supposed to be like your rival. Like, because he then proceeds to be your rival in the next game, which is Shadowbringers, and then Endwalker is sort of where that story with him comes to a culmination. I just hate Xenos because he's such a whatever character.
Oh my God.
Frodo's feeder is going off.
Yeah, that Frodo's feeder is...
That's Xenos hearing you talking shit about him. But I just don't like Xenos because he's such a like whatever character. And
that card is so funny, though.
It is really funny because it's like...
And it fits with like a deck I'm trying to build.
Yeah, like you lose, I win. It's like, it's really... The card was like the perfect flavoring, honestly. I also have a personal bias against Xenos because his actions directly related to one of my favorite characters in 14 dying. But also he's just like a whatever character. Yeah. He's apparently beloved in Japan particularly because the person who voices him is like a very famous voice actor in Japan. But in English, and from my experience with Xenos, I don't give a fuck about him or his giant ass.
That's fair.
Which I say giant ass because in the game he has like this armor that like hangs off of his backside and it makes him look like he has a huge ass. It's like so funny. Anytime I would see him in cutscenes and he's like... and his ass is just like rotating behind him. I was like, what is this? What is this supposed to be? Who are you? You and your 20-inch weave. What's that about? Get out of here, Xenos.
For sure.
But I loved the Final Fantasy set. I had a great time with it. I wish the prices were better. Yeah. Because if they were better, I would probably be buying more product. Yeah. I've already, spoiler alert, bought all of the cards for one of the other decks that I was trying to build. My Terra deck is almost done. I just need 5 more of the summons to put in, which I did order with all the other cards that I ordered. That's so exciting. And I ordered all the cards for my Kefka deck.
What's the deck you're going to play tomorrow? Tomorrow.
It'll be the Precon, the Terra Mardu Revival Trance Precon, and then my Judith Carnage Connoisseur deck turned into what is now Kuja Genome Sorcerer. So it went from like spell singy, like killing your creatures constantly, making your life terrible, to more of like a pingy burn deck. And honestly, I've been playtesting it and it's really fun.
That's so exciting.
And kind of nasty. But we like nasty. I'm a nasty player. But that is pretty much my thing as we predicted it would be, is the Final Fantasy set.
Yeah, I knew.
Because I love it. I loved it so much. I was like struggling with these prices, and then I kind of had this moment that you helped a lot with where you were like, you have been looking forward to this for way too long.
Oh, yeah, dude. Fuck it. You have been talking about this for the last, 6 months? Since whenever they've announced it, you've been talking about this all the time. And, like, the day before it's released, you're like, should I not get it? It's so expensive. Absolutely not. Fuck it, we ball.
Fuck it, we ball. That is the mentality I came to. Because she was like, you saved up, right? And I was like, yes.
Yeah, and you're about to get paid a little more because I'm going to Italy, you are watching my cats,
Yeah.
and I know you're doing like another pet sitting thing, and you have a job.
Yeah.
You knew you were going to spend money on this.
I saved up for
it
all
was
of it.
crazy for you to be like, I don't know, should I wait?
Yeah,
You would have been so miserable.
I know, because everyone around me was kind of like, yeah, I get it if you don't want to do it. Like, totally, like, those
haters. Absolute haters.
And then you were like, what are you talking about? And I was like, you know what? You're right. Mufasa, like Simba, forgot who I is. And
you're so happy.
I am so happy. It's been so nice, like, having all these cards. I keep opening up my, like, little bulk of cards and just touching them and being like,
yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god, I just want to, like, make, like, a bunch of, like, random jank decks from all the cards that I pulled.
It's gonna be so fun. Yeah, that will be fun.
But I'm really excited, and I'm really happy it happened, and I'm kind of hoping that they release more Final Fantasy set cards like they did with Lord of the Rings, where they released like a box art collectible thing towards the end of the year that it came out. Fingers crossed that they do.
Based on how much money they're making,
They
probably
will. Also, I just want to say for all the Final Fantasy fans and Magic fans, justice for Aiko Carroll. Why the fuck didn't she get a card? Every other bitch got a card but her. You couldn't give Aiko Carroll, one of the fucking triagonists of Final Fantasy IX, on the 25th anniversary of the game. That's it. I'm angry.
Yeah. Okay.
But we can end on a good note, which is that we're happy.
Yeah.
It's also hot.
It's hot in here.
So
we're gonna say it's getting hot.
We're gonna take a little break, and we'll come back with our thing.
Woo.
And we're back.
Hey.
We're back from our little breaksies.
We went on a walk.
It was really nice. We cooled off.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was good. We needed it.
Touch base with William about everything going on.
We talked to him.
Yeah.
We told him he could come back.
Yeah, we talked
for
it
the
through.
next episode.
Things are good now.
Yeah, he has to stop being too much.
Yeah, it's
he
kind
needs
of like
to chill out.
Know his place.
Know his place.
Know his place. Shout out Frodo, who's eating in the corner.
Oh.
Frodo.
He's like in every episode.
I know. We talk about him every episode so far.
Frodo's now trying to bury his food.
He's scratching.
Yeah.
But we're really here to talk about one thing in particular, and that is
Our thing.
which is currently Pretty Little Liars.
Okay, the way we just said our thing makes me feel like we'd really do really well to harmonize together.
Okay, ready? Oh my god, we picked the same note. Wow.
That's really cool.
Sign us.
Wow.
Sponsor. But yeah, so we are now watching we watched the next 3 episodes of Pretty Little Liars. So we're gonna talk about episodes 16, 17, and 18, which in my opinion is a banger, of Pretty Little Liars season 2.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop. Episode 16. I didn't write down the episode titles. Whatever. But episode 16 starts. My first note of the episode is: do people still take aspirin?
I think that's maybe like a Midwest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't know anybody that's like, oh, I need an aspirin. Everyone's like, I need an ibuprofen. I need Advil.
Yeah.
But like,
well, Advil's like a name brand, I think. So they can't say Advil.
Oh, true. So like aspirin is like the type of medicine.
Yeah. It was like a legal thing.
That makes sense. But we pick up after the boat incident.
Yeah.
Where the girls have Hannah at Spencer's house and they're kind of like consoling her. Mm-hmm. And they're like, why was Lucas helping A? Or at least the 3 girls except for Hannah are like, oh my god, I can't believe Lucas was like helping A.
Yeah.
And they're like, he's dead though, like it's good. He's at the bottom of the lake. And Hannah's like, no, I don't think he is. She's like, I can feel it. He's alive. Mm-hmm. And then Hannah reveals to the girls, because they're like, why would he do this? We didn't know he was like, he could be this angry. And then Hannah was like, well, he can because he was the person who defaced Allison's memorial.
Yeah, which I don't like that logic.
Yeah.
I think that's bad logic. And the girls do this sometimes where they're like, oh, this person did this. That means they're capable of this like way worse
of murder and blackmail and like ruining our
it's like,
lives.
No, he like broke like this. He did some like property damage to this girl that like bullied him for his entire childhood.
Made it so that he has a nickname that is stuck with him for the rest of his life.
Yeah, that does not make him violent in any way.
No.
I don't think.
I think he was just getting it out.
Yeah, but that is a thing the show does. It uses this weird this logic
Yeah.
jump where it's like, this character did this. That means they're a murderer.
Or that they're A.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, Jenna can text and she's blind. She's probably A.
She's A.
But we also, in that same instance, get our first A text of this episode, which comes as Hannah's like going to drink her water bottle. And the girls are like, Hannah, don't. Frodo, what do you mind? Frodo.
I don't know if they can hear that.
And she's like, yeah, you guys may or may not be able to hear it, but we can hear it. But she's like, goes to drink her water bottle and it's full of lake water. And A sends them a text that says, no fun chugging lake water, is it? Choke on this, bitch, A. Which is so iconic.
Yeah.
I love all of the A texts are amazing.
Every single A text is
We're also,
absolutely
spoiler
iconic.
alert, we're going to get to our favorite A text today, which I'm really excited about. But we do find out that like the next day Lucas called his parents so that we know Lucas is in fact alive.
Yeah.
And I said the suspicious looks the girls give are so funny. Because I think someone asks them something. Oh, it's as Ashley Marin in the morning asks them, like, are you girls okay? What happened? And, like, Emily and Hannah are just like...
Yeah. No, it's like the mouth, like, slightly... Their jaw's, like, loose.
Yeah.
They tuck their hair behind their ear. And
They
it's,
do the
like,
Radio
this, like,
Rebel,
look around.
It's, like, so funny to me.
It's so good.
And they're kind of like, oh, my gosh, we think, like, A was, like... staying in the lake house, like potentially as a secret lair.
Yeah.
Also, Spencer says the wonderful line, fraternizing on my Nana's sofa. I wrote that down. And then I also wrote down, what is Arya's fuzzy hat and sweater outfit that she's wearing right now? Like, girl, get real.
Arya had some weird outfits these episodes.
These episodes she had some strange outfits, except for one, which we'll talk about when we get there. But she was wearing like this like fuzzy like beanie big hat, and then like this big fuzzy like not like maroon like vest thing over like this gray. I was like, girl, who are you?
I think Arya's thing. Well, she's like, I think they take the most risks with her because her character's supposed to be like the artsy one.
Yeah.
So yeah, it doesn't always hit.
It doesn't, yeah. Because I get that she's supposed to be like more edgier and blah, blah, blah. But I think nowadays it just looks funny.
Yeah.
She just looks funny. But we meet up with Holden again, who I think we decided we like Holden.
We do like Holden. I recall finding his character kind of annoying. I think that might come a little later. Because I think he does get a little annoying.
I don't recall him getting annoying. I think my only reasoning that might be is like if at the time you were supporting Ezria, Holden like
maybe. I don't know. I've rewatched the show, like this is my 4th time. And I remember always like I do like Holden in the beginning and then like
up to a point.
And then up to a point
Yeah.
I find his character kind of, or maybe it's just because his character, like the story doesn't go anywhere with him.
Which also Holden mentions that the reason why he was like away for a year was because he was with his dad studying algae on the river Delta. And he was like, it was so boring. And I was like, that sounds so fun.
Yeah.
You get to like be in a river and like
Dude, he was
studying.
just being cool. He was being cool guy Holden.
Yeah, I also said, Arya, date someone your age. Some of these notes are me taking notes on the episode and others are me venting.
Well, like the whole episode with Holden, it was like, oh, this is how it should be.
It should be.
Arya should be with this guy.
I also wrote, I love Mona's skirt in this scene. And I remember it. It was like this colorful patchwork skirt that had like this kind of beige lining on the ends. It looked really cute.
I do think out of everyone on the show, Mona consistently dresses the cutest.
I agree. Because, well, it's also because, like, Mona is, like, she went from, like, you know, loner loser Mona to, like, pretty, like, popular girl Mona. So she, like, stays dressing.
Yeah. The girls, they just be throwing on the most random shit together.
Spencer,
Mona
struggle bus.
always looks really cute.
Spencer's in the struggle bus. Emily's in the struggle bus. Hannah, for the most part, always looks good.
That's
she wore
true.
like an asymmetrical purple
Best
blouse.
friends with Mona.
Best friends with Mona. She wore like this asymmetrical purple blouse in one of the episodes that I thought was really cute.
Yeah.
But so we talked to Mona for a second, and Mona thinks that Noel's breaking up with her. It's like really sad. But while they're talking, we see that Hannah's homecoming queen photo is getting taken down from like the hallway or whatever, and she's like, what are you doing with that? And they're like, the principal doesn't think that orange jumpsuit and homecoming queen to go together. And then like Hannah's kind of being a bad friend because she cared more about this photo than listening to what Mona was saying to her. So Mona's like, you're just like throwing me aside, like what the fuck. And I agree, like Hannah should be like more attentive. Like I understand she's going through a lot with Lucas and everything, But like Mona was there for you when no one else was.
Yeah. Is this okay? I did not take notes like you.
Yeah.
But what was the scene when one of them says to the other, I've listened to your bitch ass complain.
Oh, yes.
And now you won't listen to me.
me,
I
yeah.
listen to you and talk. I listen to your annoying ass all the time.
Yeah.
But you won't listen to me
that was
back.
when Mona, this is when Mona said that to Hannah, where she's like, I listen to every drawn out, boring, bitchy little thing you say about Caleb, but you can't listen to me for 5 minutes.
Yeah. That
was
resonated with me so hard.
I was like, drag. What do you mean resonated with?
I just felt it. I was like, yeah.
Better not be about me. But also at the same time, Emily gets this call from Maya, which means Maya's back. I wrote in my notes, ooh, Les.
This was such a cute Maya Emily episode.
It really was. And these next 2 episodes are very cute Maya Emily episodes as well. But we also see that Maya's kind of like getting these suspicious phone calls.
Yeah,
she's being really weird about it.
She like won't tell Emily what's going on. Emily's worried about her.
Yeah.
Emily thinks it's A.
Emily thinks it's probably A, which is like a fair assumption.
Yeah.
But also, as so far as the girls know, A has never reached out to anyone else other than them. Other than like technically like sending their moms letters and stuff like that. But it's never been like,
which is kind of a crazy assumption because I feel like that is an assumption to make.
yeah.
And I think with the extent that A has over like the town, how much they know, I would be like, oh, they have to be doing this.
They have to be
people.
blackmailing everybody.
Yeah.
But the next thing that happens that's very fun, which is our next A message, is Hannah goes to the bathroom to cry, and then she's like in there for a while, and then the sink overflows, and then Hannah sees like a wooden boat in the sink, and Tana gets a message from A that says, "Life is but a dream, Hannah, and I'm your nightmare." -A. Which I thought was great, but it's also really funny that A just like walked in the bathroom.
That scene is so funny
and
because
like,
A just set up that whole sink thing while Hannah was in the bathroom.
just turns the sink on and puts a little boat in it and like hopes that Hannah walks out and sees it at some point. Then I also wrote a coffee at 5 p.m. is crazy.
Yeah.
Because these girls stay.
But it is Spencer.
Yeah, it is Spencer.
Yes.
But these girls stay getting coffee late, which is insane. Spencer, while her and like Arya are investigating this like lead that turns out to be a dead end, Spencer notices that there's a blind population in a certain area of town and follows the blind people to a blind place. I think it's like a blind school. Like where you like after
that blind school was in the town.
It's technically it's in like it's in Philly. It's in the town over, or it's in like another part of town. I don't think it's like I think it's like further downtown. It's like whatever the city area near Rosewood is.
I would pay money. I think I'd pay like maybe a couple $100 for like. I honestly think I would pay a couple $100 for like a map, like an actual map.
I would too.
Kind of like the same maps you see in like fantasy books.
Yeah.
I want like a map of Rosewood where everything is placed. I want to know where the greenhouse is.
That is what I want. I'm Arlene King. You better get on it. Because I would pay for that too. I would frame that and put it in my room.
Absolutely.
But my favorite thing about this blind school is there are 2 people that I recognized in the blind school actors, was Anjali Bhimani, which is the lady who's working at the front desk, who's the voice for Symmetra and Overwatch. And then the random blind guy at the facility that Hannah talks to is the guy from Glee that Darren Criss sings to in The Gap. Because he's like in love with him, and then the guy gets fired because he's like, my manager didn't know I was gay, and now I got fired. And I like saw him and was like, oh my god, this is such a funny. Like,
I didn't recognize him. You turned to me and you were like, "That's the guy that Darren Criss sings," and you started to like explain it more, and I was like, "No, I know exactly who you're talking about."
Which is like, this is just proof how much I've watched Glee because I instantly recognized his face. And I also watched that scene because it's like a really good song. But anyways, so I don't remember what the point of this scene was. I didn't really write it down, but
why she's at the blind place.
But we learned that Jenna can read pulses.
Oh yeah.
Which is crazy. Like if she shakes your hand, she'll be able to like.
She can tell if your pulse is elevated.
Yeah.
I'd hate that. If you could like touch me and be like, "Hey, what's going on? Your heart rate's a little high." I would never go near you again.
Imagine someone grabbing your hand and being like, "Oh, 98/42. Wow." Like I'd be like, "Excuse me?"
Absolutely not.
I would stop talking to that person straight out.
That is so creepy, and it feels weirdly violating.
I agree. Like, don't look at me.
You can't listen to my.
But the next part of this is, Arya and Holden go on a date, or at least like Arya.
It's like a really cute thing.
It is cute
because they do like the fake dating.
But no, not yet. They go on the date to the theater.
Oh,
because Arya's going hoping that Ezra shows up, and she'll be with Holden, and then he'll like get jealous. And Ezra does show up, but so does their other teacher.
Yeah.
But then Ezra apparently like leaves 10 minutes into the play and her plan doesn't work. But then Holden sort of like figures out like, oh,
he's very understanding.
Yeah, he's like, that's the guy
and I think
you
she's
want,
like
huh?
kind of transparent about it.
Super transparent.
Yeah.
She like admits it, and then he's kind of like, we can come to an arrangement.
Yeah. So Holden's got this other thing where he's like, well, I want to do something my parents don't want me to do.
Yeah, and
you want to do something your parents don't want you to do. Let's fake date.
So they're like, yeah, if we go on these like fake hangouts, which our parents want us to do, we can go do our things.
Yeah.
They can do their thing.
Oh.
We also get a really, I'm going to flag this scene. This is a really important scene. We get a scene of Spencer coming back from downtown without Arya, because Arya went to the date with Holden, and she runs into Mona on this street, on this like random street, and she went shopping because Noel broke up with her, and she bought like a bunch of mixed cashmere blend sweaters.
Yeah.
And she's devastated about Noel, but Spencer gives her like this great talk about self-love, and it's like this really sweet scene that's kind of out of nowhere. But I am flagging this because this is really important later.
Yes, at the time you said it was important.
This is perhaps
I knew it was important.
This is perhaps one of the most important scenes this season. Also, I then wrote, William brings up Terminator 2 again.
Yeah, well, after you left, after we had finished watching, William and I did watch Terminator 2.
Wow.
Because Brendan never came over and watched the first one with him.
Yeah.
I watched it with him, and then we watched the second one.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
So, yeah.
And then I wrote in my notes, coffee at 10 p.m. Are you fucking kidding me?
It's against Spencer, right?
No, this is Arya and Holden, which is insane.
Yeah, that is crazy.
And then the end of the episode gets a little spooky because we see that Hannah's at her house and it's like raining and like really stormy, and like the back door latch comes open and she's like, oh shit, what the hell? And she closes the door. But then we see that there's muddy footprints on the ground into her house. And as she's like going through her house, there's like someone moving in like behind her constantly. And it's like, oh my God, is it A? Who is it? What is it? And then as she goes into her room, she sees it's Lucas.
Yeah.
And he's like, I need to tell you something, Hannah, and you can't leave this room until I tell you. And he's like being really crazy. But also then Caleb comes in.
Yeah.
And Hannah, which I also wrote down, which was Hannah blind dials Caleb's number without looking. Very impressive. She had the phone like down by her side and she like do.
Well, this is the days when texting was like,
that's a girl who texts.
Yeah.
She can do that. Like,
this is when texting was like you had to click the numbers multiple times.
Yeah, like you can do that. And I was like Hannah, that is so impressive.
Yeah.
That's always my girl. But then Caleb comes up, like stops Lucas, and then we find out why Lucas is being so shady.
Oh, I made a mental note of the scene.
Yeah.
My mental note was that they feel like Lucas's parents. Like it feels like this weird thing where like Lucas is like talking about this thing and like they're his parents.
And I think also this scene highlights how good of a guy Caleb is once again.
Yeah.
Because it's so...
Throughout the whole episode, Caleb is concerned about Lucas.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what's going on with him, and he's like, I'm just worried about him. I hope he's okay.
Because Caleb is still living at Lucas's house, and he like legitimately like is looking out for him.
Yeah.
I want to make
like
sure he's
genuinely
okay.
worried. He's like a good friend to,
And then we find out what Lucas did, which was that apparently when Caleb went to California to go find his mom, he left a bunch of money with Lucas, and Lucas gambled it on a basketball game, and the team that he gambled on got disqualified and ended up losing like $4,000. And the reason why he like bolted after the lake thing is because he wanted to go sell all of his collectibles and comics to make up some of the money and give it to Caleb.
which I think is like, I think he wanted, like, this whole thing with going on in the boat with Hannah, it was bad.
Intense.
Him even breaking into Hannah's like house, bad choices.
It was very drama writer show.
Yeah, absolutely. But him like coming in and like trying and be like, I felt terrible and I'm trying to fix it.
Yeah.
Did feel really sweet.
He does feel genuinely sad about it.
It's like he's genuinely
more men
hurt
in Rosewood
and
should
broken
learn
up.
how to feel.
Yeah, and him like coming clean. I was like, oh, he's being really brave and he's like trying to take responsibility.
Yeah.
It just felt really sweet.
It was really cute. And I thought it was a really good scene. It highlighted both the good things about Caleb and Hannah and Lucas's characters.
Yeah.
I think that trio of characters is just a really strong dynamic in the show that I wish stayed through the entire show. Spoiler, it kind of doesn't. They kind of fizzle Lucas out for like after a while.
Yeah.
But their friendship, like Hannah's friendship with Lucas and her relationship with Caleb and Lucas's friendship have all been really solid.
Yeah.
And I think they're really like good portrayals. But we end the episode. Oh, I still wrote Spencer stole a whole logbook from a blind school, which is crazy. But they basically like followed this lead to like figure out what was up with the blind school, what was up with Jenna, and why were there these receipts in the attic. And then the girls order Chinese food. Yum. And then they open it up and it's full of worms and dirt. And then A sends them a message that says, "This is what live bait looks like. Now we're even, bitches. -A."
Yeah.
Which means that A set up all those clues, all these things for nothing. She sent them on a wild goose chase because that's what they did to A.
Yeah.
And A was like, "I can do it too, bitch.
Yeah.
Try me, ho."
Yeah, A is very spiteful. I think that's an aspect of that character. It is kind of fun that like A is this like faceless person, but they do have such a presence and personality throughout the entire show.
Every time you get an A text, you know what you're like about to hear. You know, like it's about to be some really catty, bitchy, clever line.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh yeah, this is your trademark.
Yeah. And you know what? Another thing that pissed me off this episode, it was a reminder that the girls like never learn from their mistakes, and like they're being stalked, their houses like have been invaded, like they have no privacy, they have nothing, but they're like, let's order takeout, even though we've established that A can get to like our food and we'll like, fuck with our food.
Let's like leave all the curtains open.
Let's leave all the curtains open. And then A does what A does, like messes with their food. Thank God it was like in a clear way, right? It's like they open it, it's like dirt and worms. But like they could be drugged so easily, and they never easily. Like if I were in their position, I would be cooking my own food from home. I would.
But even then, can you trust the ingredients you just bought?
I'd be like, those ingredients are never losing my eye line, right? I'm carrying my food with me from the store. I'm cooking it.
I think like getting into the paranoia of being stalked this intensely is like crazy. But there's like a show, they have to like.
Yeah, I get that, but they just don't act like they're being stalked.
I think the other implication is that there's a lot of downtime between some of these events, so the girls have time to like kind of be like, oh, nothing's gonna happen, and then something happens. Which is kind of the thing for like the first and second season, is that A isn't constantly coming at them,
which I guess that would really suck, because then you're kind of like your system like calms down a bit. It's like, oh, I'm not like in danger, and then it's like, actually, reminder, you're in danger.
You're in super danger. But then we get to episode 17. The girls get more from A's phone from Caleb, and it's the "I know you want to kiss me" video. But then at the end of the video, it cuts to a video in Allison's bedroom of Ian, Garrett, and Jenna. Or no, Ian, Garrett, and Jenna. And then they're like searching through Allie's room. And then someone's coming up the stairs. You can hear that someone's coming. They're like, oh my God, someone's coming. And it was like, the girls put together the NAT club, which is Jason, Garrett, and Ian, were in Allison's bedroom the night she was murdered. So they're like, fuck, it has to be one of them. Like, it has to be one of them. Like, what if this is Allie coming up the stairs and they're about to kill her? And then we get a picture from A, the next A message, or the first A message of this episode, which is an A message that says, "I warned you, -A." And it has a picture of Spencer and Toby kissing, because the girls were all like, in order to protect the people we love, we need to push them away. But Spencer went and secretly kissed Toby and like is trying to be with him. And A is like, I told you to leave him alone, and I told you to break up with him. Bad things are gonna happen, and spoiler alert, bad things do. And then the girls think Holden is gay. Because they're like,
which fair, because totally I remember also thinking he was gay.
I thought he was gay too, and I think honestly he should have been gay.
Yeah, totally.
He
could have had the secret he has and also just been gay.
Also have been gay.
Yeah.
Like, I think if he was like, yeah, I am, and my parents know that
would have made a lot more sense. Because what's more unbelievable is that him and Arya don't have like a romantic
get together.
Like they don't get together.
Yeah, because they're like, Holden's cute, you're cute, like he's nice, he knows all these things about you.
They have great chemistry.
They have incredible chemistry.
Age appropriate.
They do
this whole fake dating trope, which is really fun.
Yeah, I also said props to Holden for not being a creep.
Yeah.
And also I said people need to get a grip on coffee. I think I was working through something these episodes.
You did keep mentioning the coffee
I think just like
thing.
people constantly being like, "Oh, I'm gonna get coffee. Ooh, you want to get coffee?"
No, like I mean, like everyone is obsessed with coffee,
which I don't
and we need to get over it.
We have to, as a society.
Is everyone just walking around having panic attacks all the time? Like that's how I imagine people drinking coffee.
I feel like that like.
I imagine like Tweak from South Park.
you know those so-called free thinker memes? That's how I feel about people who drink coffee. Like, oh yeah, so-called free thinkers when the bean juice shows up. Like people need to get a grip on coffee. And like maybe I'm a hater. And, like, maybe it's because I'm caffeine sensitive. But also, like, shut up.
Yeah.
Get a coffee.
No, coffee, like, shouldn't be your whole personality. And
Literally.
if it
And for
is,
some
like,
people
get a
it
life.
is. Like, people who legitimately say, like, ooh, don't talk to me before my coffee.
Yeah.
You deserve the guillotine.
Yeah, and you know, have you ever seen people who get iced coffees? They never fully drink that thing.
No.
That is just a waste.
It's performative.
It's performative.
Drinking coffee is
Drinking coffee is performative.
That's what it is. It's like people are like, ooh, this is a status symbol. I'm
I
drinking
think
my
this is
coffee.
like our first official hot take.
This is our hot take. Drinking coffee is performative.
It's fake. They're all fakers.
Yeah, I just think it's so whack. But anyways, I also wrote Garrett is so weird.
Yeah.
And I said
His character gets so weird.
And I said
That's
Arya's
true.
jean pocket skirt is so fucking ugly because she was wearing this jean skirt that had like the pockets hanging down over her thighs, and I was like, "Girl, what the fuck are you
Dude,
doing?"
she had some weird outfit. She did have one coat that was really cute.
She has one good one in episode 18, which we'll talk about.
Yeah, but her outfits were weird throughout all three of these episodes.
Yeah, but I think Garrett was being weird. Because the girls were. Or Caleb, one of the girls, was hacking Allison's computer, or not Allison's computer, the phone, A's phone, and got a picture of Garrett off of the phone, and Garrett was sitting across from him, and he was being weird, like, hey, don't forget your keys. You know, when I forget my keys, and he just gives like this weird-ass speech, and you're like, Garrett, why are you so fucking weird?
That scene was really intense when Caleb, like, pulls up the picture, and he
Garrett's
looks up, and Garrett's, like, sitting
him.
right across from him.
And then we flash back to a scene in Halloween because the girls find the doll that Allison had stuffed that note in from the other episode.
And there's like a bunch of A messages in the doll.
And there's a bunch of messages, but only one of them is marked -A.
That's true, yeah.
And they realize that from Halloween, the Halloween episode we flashed back to a few episodes ago, is that the note, when they got back to Allison's house, there was a note stabbed into a pumpkin, and they realized that this is what the note said, which was a super threatening note that I did not write down. It said next time it'll be your face -A. And I also wrote down Allie is such a menace and manipulator, which is just always true.
Oh my god, wait, is this the Vivian Darkbloom episode, or is it the next episode?
It's the next episode.
Okay.
We're gonna get there. We're so excited to talk about it. Episode 18 is so good. But basically, like, the girls are kind of like, oh, Allie has been being threatened by A. Because up to this point, they didn't know that anyone else was receiving messages from A. And we find out that it was Allie, was the first person that we find out who was getting messages from A.
Yeah.
Or at least we can assume the first person was.
So now this is like they're realizing A has been operating for a very long time.
Yeah. And that it was like, it's been like a setup. Like, potentially A has been watching them for forever.
Yeah.
Or for as long as they're aware. I also forgot to mention, at the end of the last episode, there was an A scene. The A scene for the end of the episode was A unscrewing some sort of bolt from a wall, which becomes relevant now. Actually, it'll become relevant in a second, because the next thing that happens is that Mona is, like, once again upset at Hannah for not being a good friend, and we were talking about this during the episode. Hannah, like, accidentally insults Mona, like, twice while trying to, like, comfort her.
Yeah. She says something like, she basically implies that Mona's, like, an idiot for not seeing how terrible Noel is.
Yeah, she's like, only an idiot wouldn't know how, like, bad Noel Karn is. And, and Mona's like, And then she's like, right, but, like, you know, she says something about, like, having to deal with Mona as well. And Mona's like, Hannah. And it's like, no. Like, I promise. Like, I'm sorry. I'm trying to say something nice. Hannah is just so real.
She's so funny.
Like, Hannah is all of us. We fucking stan her. And then they make up and decide to go to girls' night. And then I said Jenna is always in the bathroom creeping. Because she is.
She is. She's blind.
And then Toby falls from some scaffolding and breaks his arm. Yeah. Which is what we find out was the thing that A unscrewed.
That's what A unscrewed.
That was the bolt. And then I'm going to let you take over this next part for a hot second.
Oh, God.
Which, because my big note here is Ren Kingston comes back.
Oh my god, I hate Ren so much. I actually hate Ren so much. He's my least favorite character in the whole show. I'm like, the only thing that makes me happy is where it ends for him. Yeah. Where it ends for him, and he doesn't really get justice in the show in the end, as he should not, because he sucks. Yep. He sucks. He's British, and he's...
Jail, prison,
he's annoying and he's British and he's like, oh, I can't do it. I can't fucking do it.
Yeah.
I hate him so much. I hate that like he's in like he's like kind of we're getting into the episodes where he's gonna be like a bigger part of the story, and he's just an annoying fucking character from the beginning. He's a slime ball. He's straight up basically like what's it called when like oh god I can't even think straight. Okay, what's it called when like a person grooming? He basically grooms Spencer, right? He's with her older sister, and then he's like, "Ooh, let me like secretly like give you alcohol and let me come into your room and like massage you." And I'm like, I hate him. I hate him so much, and he's disgusting. And they paint him like he's like this like British sexy whatever, and like he's like I feel like he just looks at Spencer and he's like, "Oh, that's like an injured little bird that I can like take advantage of." And I hate him. And every time I don't enjoy seeing him on the show. Like at least like the Ezra and Arya lines, I kind of enjoy watching their whole plot because I think it is kind of fun and funny.
It's a more played out plot, whereas
it's just like it's kind of fun, even though we hate Ezra. But like, I don't enjoy watching Ren.
Because I understand why they don't focus on the Ren Spencer thing, because it's basically the Arya Ezra plotline.
Yeah, I guess so. It's kind of the same thing. But again, the show paints like adult child relationships is no big deal, and the only issue is Ezra's her teacher. But Ren, I hate Ren. And this episode, Toby, I think, was acting like really crappy.
So annoying.
I didn't even notice it because he was playing opposite Ren, and the entire time I was like, "Yeah, Toby, fuck him up."
Toby was being a piece of shit. I also put in my notes, Christina will go on her rant. Predictions, mentions British in negative way.
Intentional.
And I was right. So that's going on my bingo card.
Like, I'm sorry.
But
I'm sorry to the British people. I don't know why. It's specifically Ren. Ren is annoyingly British, okay?
No, it's fine.
I don't know.
But speaking of Toby, we do find... The other part of that this scene is important is that Spencer's trying to distance herself from Toby, so she basically gets Emily to tell Toby kind of a lie, which is that she's trying to get back with Ren, quote unquote. Yeah. And Toby puts two and two together,
which is a lie. But Ren kind of like hears it, like he hears Toby talking about it, and he's like gets like stupid defensive, and he's like,
I just want to protect her.
Yeah, like he's like oh god, he's like disgusting.
He's terrible.
He's such a shitty person. He's a bad character. He's an annoying person. Yeah. He's dumb. He's stupid. He is British.
Yeah. Oh, like, also, this is where we see Arya in the coat. She's wearing this really cute tan floral coat.
That coat is really cute.
Because she's waiting at like a bus stop for Ezra to show up.
It's like tan is little like prints of flowers on it.
It's super cute. I think it looked a little vinyl maybe.
Maybe.
Something like that. But she's waiting for Ezra, and then they kiss in the rain, and they're like, okay, we're going to try this. We're going to try to get back together. But Arya also knows that she has to keep it secret from the girls, because if the girls know, then A knows, and blah, blah, blah. And they're all trying to protect their loved one. Yeah. But at the end of the episode, Toby ends up giving the truck that Spencer bought him back. And the last scene of the episode is the A scene, which is A cutting up and burning pictures of all the couples. Because A's like, ooh, I'm breaking them up.
Yeah.
And then we begin episode 18, which is a great episode. It begins with a banger of a scene, which is...
You know what I just realized?
What?
A, like, doesn't really mess with Emily's relationship.
No.
She only messes with other
Emily.
girls.
Only messes with really Emily herself.
Yeah. But she's
my God.
She cares about all the other relationships.
I forgot to mention, another important scene that happens in this episode, before we move on to the next one, is Caleb confronts Hannah about like, whose phone am I hacking into? I got all this crazy stuff about Garrett, and then Hannah takes the flash drive that he had, puts it in a blender, and then destroys it.
Yeah, which I did not like.
Yeah, I didn't like, and then the girls find out that she did that, and they're like, why would you do that? That's evidence. Like, we need to know. And she's like, no, I don't want Caleb to be a part of this. Cut to beginning of episode 18, Caleb's a part of it.
Yeah,
and it's Caleb and the three girls minus Hannah. And Caleb's banger line of, he's like, do you have to sit so close to me to Spencer? And she's like, I'm not that close. And then he goes, then how do I know you had a cheeseburger for lunch?
Caleb just has some great lines.
Caleb is one of the funniest characters.
He has probably
ever.
some of the best. He has the best quotes in the show.
Yeah, but the girls are going through the footage that Caleb is pulling off of this, and there's a funny thing happening during this thing, which is that Hannah is calling everyone. She calls Emily first. and then she calls Arya, and then she calls Caleb, and then she calls Spencer.
Yeah.
And Spencer's like, well, I guess we see who's on the bottom of the totem pole. Which is so fucking funny.
I did think that was funny.
And they answer, and they pretend like they're not with each other.
Yeah,
and then,
but then you can hear Emily and Arya in the background.
But then they hear Emily and Arya say something in the background, and Hannah like thinks that the girls are mad at her because she destroyed the flash drive.
That made me so sad because it was like that would hurt so much.
Oh my god, my heart would drop if that was me.
Yeah, could you imagine you call me and you're like, hey, you want to hang out? And I'm like, oh, I'm like really busy tonight.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
And then like, I don't know, like all your best friends, you're in the background talking.
I know, because if you were like, I'm busy tonight, I'd be like, doing what?
That's fair.
With who? No,
Like,
no.
obviously
But no, if
lying.
I had that moment and you were like, Julian, be quiet, or like turn on the music, I'd be like, excuse me.
Yeah, Julian's in the background being like, well, we're about to have the dance party.
I'd come over and fight you. I would literally start throwing kids.
No, that'd be like fair because that'd be like really hurtful.
It
like,
would
what
be
the
so
fuck?
hurtful. But the girls do get more footage from Caleb's thing, and we see that someone's coming up the stairs, and they drop the camera, and then the camera focuses, and we see a ID of Allison with brown hair, and we can slightly see the name VI.
Yeah.
But we don't know what that is or why and they're like, that's not Allison's fake ID. Which also, these girls were talking about like getting fake IDs, like it's like breathing.
Like it's so easy.
And I was like, how the fuck did you all get these fake IDs? And how do you like know people?
They're in like a small town too.
Which I guess is such a small town thing now that I really think about it.
I don't know. I would think it'd be harder. I don't know.
But why did I write? Oh, yeah. Also, Spencer has this moment with Arya where she's like, God, it's like so hard to like push everyone away and blah, blah, blah. And it's hard to lie to everyone. And Arya is kind of like being a little shady bitch because she's like, certain situations where you have to like lie to your friends, you know, they happen, which is her covering up her guilt for lying about the whole Ezra thing.
She says something like, oh, it's like okay to lie to your friends sometimes.
Yeah, I also wrote that Arya and Ezra driving is a danger to the road.
Oh, yeah. They're like fully looking at each other making out. Like Ezra takes his eyes off the road for like a full 5 seconds.
Which is insane. But the dating charade continues between Holden and Arya. And honestly, we were talking about it during the episode, but this seems like so fun.
It's so cute. They're like getting their stories straight.
Yeah.
And they're backing each other up.
Yeah.
And it feels like a really like bonding thing.
They're like, okay, what did you order on the dinner? And what sides does you get? And
wait,
like,
can we talk about like where they actually go on a date?
Oh, yeah. Wait, well, that's coming a little later.
Oh my God, because I did want to talk about it. It's so
We
cute.
will talk about it. But so they're on this dating thing, but then at some point Hannah says the line blowing chunks on chunky heels, which I thought was really funny. And then we talk about the fact that Kate, Hannah's soon-to-be sister-in-law, is going to her school now. Kate's being super weird. Spencer's like, I know you from somewhere. Like, I know you from somewhere. Like, you look so familiar.
God, this whole plot line makes me cringe.
It's so
I like
annoying.
hate it.
It's so annoying. But we also get this other moment where the girls have been working with Hannah, or we're working with Caleb and not telling Hannah. And then Hannah receives the A text message of all A text messages, ladies and germs, which is, call off your techno boy toy or I'll tell the police what your mother keeps in the lasagna box. -A. Iconic. Groundbreaking. If you show that to a medieval peasant, they would burst into flames. Because what does that mean? Because on paper, what the fuck does that mean? And it's just so funny. I took a picture of it. I'm going to post it when we post this episode as well. It's just such a funny text. Your
Absolutely.
techno boy toy, which then becomes Caleb's moniker for like the rest of the show. And I just think it's so funny. But it's also the reason A sends it is because Hannah doesn't know they're working with Caleb, and she goes to the girls and she's like, I'm confused why A is threatening me about this because we aren't working with Caleb.
Yeah.
And the girls are like, yeah, for sure. And it becomes this really weird thing. But then the girls think that they're lying, and then like Hannah is in distress, which is the most sad thing to ever see on screen.
I don't like when the girls lie to each other. I don't like
Especially
it
to
when
Hannah.
they fight.
When Hannah's the one left out.
It is really sad.
It hurts.
Because she's the best character. And she's literally just trying to protect Caleb.
She's so loyal to everyone.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is she's not like Arya where she puts Ezra above everybody. She puts everybody, she puts the girls first, and then she puts Caleb.
Yeah. Absolutely. And she really just was trying to protect him.
Yeah.
And they just all go over her head.
And it's fucked up.
Yeah.
And they leave her out of it and it hurts. And
It does lead to her being open with Caleb about what's going on, which is the first time they actually are honest with someone, like, about what's going on with A. And I did really like that. I like that they get to the point where Caleb is, like...
is in the know.
He knows, yeah.
But I also wrote... I don't remember why I wrote this, but I wrote lesbian scenes always get interrupted.
Okay, well, I do know, like... We were talking throughout the episode, and I was like doing your nails and stuff, and I do know, like, there was a really wholesome moment with Emily and Maya, and I remember I was like, oh wait, can we like shut up for a second and actually watch?
Yeah, well, that was I think that was at the end of the episode, but we do find out that the P flag mom herself, Pam, now the president of the LGBT Center, is coming to town for a bit, and Emily is like, Maya, I want you to like have dinner with my mom because I think it'll be really cute. Also, Kate's still being weird. Spencer kind of like mad dogs her and realizes she does know Kate from this camp, and apparently...
Oh my god, it's a great scene.
And apparently Melissa was like the bunk master of like Kate's bunk and sent her this photo of the bunk.
Yeah. And Spencer like soft launches this whole like, she's doing like a little blackmail thing. Yeah. It's like, she's like super casual about it. She's like, I'm not going to share these pictures.
Yeah.
But like
they're bad.
I could. They're bad and I have them.
And she's like, so if your niceness to Hannah is an act, then you better keep doing it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I'm going to show these really awful pictures to every single person at the school. Which honestly, go Spencer.
Yeah.
I think it was a little like preemptive overboard, but I still think it was fierce.
Yeah. I like the scene.
But I also then wrote Arya should be with Holden because we now get to talk about the thing that you've been craving.
Oh my god. I thought it was so cute. They both show up and they're like, so they go on the fake date and they're at this arcade place and then they're both like, all right, well, I'm going to go do my thing. And it's like, I'm going to go do my thing. And they're just standing there. And then Arya's like, my thing got canceled. Ezra's busy or whatever. And he's like, my thing got canceled. And he's like, why didn't you tell me? And she's like, well, I didn't want to disappoint you and let you down so you could go do. And he's like, I didn't want to disappoint you. And they're like, should we just like hang out? Yeah. And it's really cute. And they like get along. And it just feels like, oh, these two should be together. This feels right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like it's so sweet because it's like, they are the same age. They get along. They have this long history together because they like kind of grew up together. And he's like, oh yeah, I know your favorite ice cream flavors, and I know what pizzas you like, and I know like the sodas and stuff you enjoy. And remember how we like used to like sneak...
Oh, he like remembers because at first he's like, no, let's not go on the date or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, I'll get your favorite pizza, like half peppers, half cheese.
Yeah.
And he like,
and she's like, oh my god, I can't believe you remember.
She has this moment where she's like, oh, you remember, and it's really sweet.
Because Ezra would never.
No.
He would never. He's a
no.
piece of shit.
What he'll do is he'll lie.
He'll lie.
He'll lie.
All men do is lie.
Destroy your mental health.
Lies. He's
and be like just a full adult man predatorily going after a kid. That's
kid.
all he does.
Instead of she could be with Holden having a good...
He's lying constantly.
Constant liar.
Oh my god, he's lying constantly.
The lie is still happening.
She doesn't even know.
And she doesn't even know she doesn't
even
know.
know that she doesn't know.
Oh my god.
He's a liar.
He's a lie. All men do is lie.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. Also, we find out that Holden has like this crazy bruise on his side.
Yeah. Arya sees it and he's like,
oh my
she's
god.
like, what is that? And
he's like, don't worry about
anything.
it. Yeah, don't say anything about it. And
Yeah.
then the girls are picking some DVDs, particularly Spencer and Hannah, and they're like talking about some stuff. And there's a little bit of a quarrel, but then the girls kind of come back together as like, all right, let's all be a team again.
Yeah.
Hannah admits that she told Caleb kind of about A. She said that someone is fucking with them, but I didn't get into specifics. But now Caleb is like, okay, well, I want to protect you and we can do this together, which was a great scene. And also highlights that Caleb is the most trustworthy male in all of Rosewood.
Absolutely. And he does...
I feel like every episode is going to be us talking about how great Caleb is.
Well, I just think he shines so much because most of the other men just really suck.
Especially Toby.
And we know how much damage they do to the girls.
Oh, yeah.
And Caleb just consistently is like good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he just remains good. But Hannah admits to a memory she has of Alison De Laurentiis. Hannah goes to this salon that she's like never been to. And there's a woman there with brown hair in the other chair. And she says like, "Oh, thank you." And then Hannah looks over and sees that it's Allison in a fucking fuck ass brown wig.
And she does hear that this woman is being referred to as Vivian Darkbloom.
Vivian Darkbloom, which we then put together is the fake ID that Allison had. And she's like, "Oh, Hannah, don't you ever like to pretend like you're someone else? It's really fun." Allison, once again, psychotic sociopath, queen. We love her. She's not in the yellow top right now, so it's great.
Yeah, she like looks over to him and she's like, "Hey, I'm pretending to be someone else.
It's also
play along."
so funny that she's like, "Your hair looks great, by the way, Allison." It's a wig. It's a fucking wig. And she went to a hair salon to get a wig styled because she takes the wig off at the salon.
She like just pulls it fully off.
Allison is like, we gotta study her. We gotta study Allison De Laurentiis. She is on some crazy fuck shit. Bringing a wig to a salon to get styled, pretending that you're Vivian
like,
Darkbloom.
Her character,
Viv Darkbloom.
She's like probably one of the best
characters in fiction ever. I agree.
Like I think they could
Aragorn who? Percy Jackson dead.
I think she
Luke
absolutely
Skywalker,
stands
scalped.
up with all of them.
Allison De Laurentiis stands above the rest.
Like in a lineup, she's like right up there with the greats.
She is up there with all of the greats of film, TV, literature, poetry. Like if you were to be like, what is a more complex character? Like Forrest Gump or Allison De Laurentiis? I'd be like Allison De Laurentiis.
100%.
If you were like, is Allison De Laurentiis more complex or is like, I don't know, the guy from Fight Club more complex? I'd say Allison De Laurentiis.
Is Leonardo? It's not even close.
Is Leonardo DiCaprio's character from Inception more complex or Allison De Laurentiis? It's Allison De Laurentiis. Allison De Laurentiis could also cage match every single one of these fuckers and kill them.
What I would kill for is just like seeing her in like other settings and other movies and shows.
If Allison De Laurentiis was a planeswalker who could go... If Allison De Laurentiis was in Yellow Jackets...
That's what I was going to say, is like, if she was... if there was a crossover, if there could ever be a crossover episode.
Things would be different, bitch.
Oh my god.
She would have got those girls together. She would have had them fighting against each other.
She would be unstoppable. At any situation, any
would
scenario,
be the antler queen.
I think she is at the top. She is the queen bee in any given,
can't fight Allison De Laurentiis. You just can't. She is the most complex, incredible, crazy character I've ever seen ever in my fucking life.
Yeah.
Why be...
It's like, Vampire Diaries is like probably a more popular show. Yeah. And like Catherine is like this, like the very last season is like she literally goes to hell and she like makes the devil fall in love with her. Yeah. And like she's like up there like that. Yeah. Like she could do anything.
If Allison went to hell, she would run hell.
She would absolutely run hell. She would be the queen of hell.
She would be the queen of hell. And she would have the devil kicked out. She'd make the devil feel bad about his back rolls, say that he has split ends, and then he would leave. Mm-hmm. He would go back to heaven, hoping for repentance, after what she does to him. But more in the line of Allison, the girls find out that Allison, I don't remember how Vivian Darkbloom is an anagram for the author of Lolita, the book. Mm-hmm. That Hannah has Allison's copy of Lolita because she like borrowed it and forgot to give it back. And inside the Lolita book, they find a claim ticket for like a storage locker.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Ooh, we need to go investigate this." Like, oh my god, this is gonna be so cool. But then we get to another scene right after that.
Is it a storage locker?
Yeah.
It is?
It's a storage facility, yeah.
Okay.
But we get to another scene after that, which is the Maya and Emily scene.
Yeah.
Where the Maya and Pam dinner goes bad.
Yeah.
Torpedoes into the ground. Maya's kind of acting a fool a little bit.
I do think Emily's a little like insecure and she's like getting upset for Maya for things.
Yeah, and also the strange phone calls for Maya keep happening as well.
Yeah. And then Maya says something kind of interesting where she's like, "Oh, it's just my stalker."
Yeah, she goes like, "Oh, it's my stalker." And then they're like, "Oh," and she's like, "Well, it's like a guy I dated at True North who isn't taking the message."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh," and then like Emily gets kind of weird about her talking about dating a guy, as does Pam. But Pam's also getting weird because Maya keeps making all these weed jokes. And basically the dinner goes sour. But then Emily goes over to Maya's house to basically be like, "Hey, let's talk this out." And Maya's kind of like, "I admit I have some like resentment against your mom because she basically got me sent off to sober camp and all this stuff." And she's like, I also don't want you to feel weird about me like dating a guy. And Emily's kind of like, it's not about you dating a guy. It's just about you dating anyone other than me.
Yeah.
She's like,
Which
I realize
honestly
it's
was
so
really
cute. She's just like, I just want to be with you. And I think that's what I like came to terms with tonight was like that I want to be the one that you're like with.
Yeah.
And then they go to
I love Maya.
I love her. She's such a good character.
She's a great character.
These episodes with her are such a treat,
funny.
such a treasure.
She's super down to earth.
She's
I
cool.
think she's like a great.
She's beautiful. She's interesting, and she like set up this cool like mystical underwater thing in her room for Emily and her to like.
It's really cute.
To like kiss and like sit under the lights, and it's like so sweet.
And then they say "I love you" to each
and
other.
They say, I love you.
It's really cute. And when Maya's like, it made me like go, oh.
It really did. It's like it's such a tender moment in this episode and in this season. And it's honestly a moment that I like when it came back to me, I was like, oh, I remember how good this scene was, like how important it was. And also like this scene as well, like this like openly like gay storyline happening still at this period of time was still like pretty controversial. So like this was such a beautiful like cute scene.
Yeah. No, it is like a really good scene. And especially considering like Emily does get like the worst romantic plot lines, and it usually it's pretty much downhill from here.
From Maya, it just doesn't get
but
better.
This is like definitely the peak for her. It's really cute.
This is the best the Emily romances will ever get.
Yeah.
But in the next scene, we find out that Spencer does, in fact, confirm that Vivian Darkbloom's storage unit is still there. So they're like, oh, okay, we need to go and like see it and find out.
Yeah.
But before they do, they all come to Hannah and they're like, Hannah, why would you do this? Hannah, this is crazy. Why would you do this? And she's like, what? What did I do? And they're like, Hannah, look. And they show that Hannah, from Hannah's phone, sent a nude picture of Kate.
Oh, this is so cringy to me.
In the locker room.
It made me so uncomfortable.
And they're like, why would you do this to Kate? And everyone's like looking at Hannah being like, oh my God, she's such a huge bitch. Like, why would you do that? And she's like, I did not do that. And they're like, oh my God, A must have done it. Like, A did it. Like, it has to be A. And that's kind of what happens. And then the final scene of the episode is an A scene where A is in Peter Hastings' office and unlocks a drawer, and there's a gun in the drawer. And A grabs the gun.
A has a gun.
A grabbed the gun. They grabbed the gun. But in terms of the Kate thing, I hate this plotline so much.
I do too. I really hate it. I don't like the character Kate.
No.
And as far as like just like a side whatever villain, it just feels like a waste of time.
I think they kind of were like, the Lucas thing probably like finished so fast that they were like, oh, Hannah needs something going on.
Yeah.
While we're like building up to the finale.
Yeah, it's just kind of one of the like things with like a show that has like, you know, like old shows where it's like 24 episodes a season. It's just kind of one of those things. It's like a byproduct of that where you have these plot lines that are just kind of dumb.
You have to fill in time and space.
Yeah.
Because it's like 24 episode seasons, 45 minutes to 50 minutes each.
Like, it makes no sense that Kate's still in the show. Yeah. I would say, like, when they introduced Kate as this, like, adversary for Hannah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
And them, like, fighting, and even Hannah's, like, grandma showing up to, like, protect her from Kate. Like, it's kind of interesting, and Kate seems like it's not cringy. This, with the nude photo being shared, I was like, oh, I hate this.
And also, just knowing how this plotline goes, it's just so annoying and so unnecessary.
Yeah.
I'm like, I hate Kate. I hate this plotline. I love Hannah. No one should ever.
There were so many things that happened in this episode where I had to stop myself when we were talking about it just now because I was like, oh, I can't mention where this is going yet.
Yeah, this episode is actually a really important build up to the finale of season 2.
There were so many moments where I was like, oh no, like I hate that we're in this now.
Like, the season is so good, but this episode definitely is when like things start to shift up to high gear and the drama really starts intensifying. Mm-hmm. And we really start to get an idea of like what's going on.
Yeah, but the Kate thing is a kind of a waste of time.
Yeah, like I resent that we even have to
talk
about it. And it's not
like, and I don't mind though, like wasted plot lines that are just kind of whatever. But hers just is kind of like super boring. Yeah, and it's like,
and like spoiler alert, after the season we don't ever see Kate again.
Yeah,
so it just feels like a waste of time.
Yeah,
but we'll still talk about it. We'll probably talk about it a lot more briefly. As you can see, we're dreading talking about it right now. Frodo's gone to sleep because he hates this plotline so much.
Frodo.
But that's the 3 episodes that we watched of Pretty Little Liars, which is great.
We might be at the season finale for our next episode.
Potentially.
Maybe. Well, I am going to Italy for 2 weeks, so we'll see.
So who knows?
We are not going to miss releasing our next episode, though.
We will.
No. We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it. We don't need to talk about logistics right here, right now.
We'll talk about it. But before we go, I did want to mention one final thing, just to we'll keep it brief because we are kind of really high on time a little bit.
Yeah.
But I just want to say that
this is just a long podcast.
I know.
We like to talk.
We talk. But the thing that I want to mention very briefly is we do live in Los Angeles, and as many people in the world are probably aware, there's a lot of protests going on in Los Angeles about ICE and all of the horrible administrative roles
it's also happening all over the United States.
It is starting to happen
LA
all
is
over.
being highlighted quite a bit.
And we just want to make it very clear that our thing, your thing, are against ICE. We are against this administration. We stand with everybody, and especially like LA's very prominent Latino and Mexican community. I myself am Mexican, and just like, fuck this fucking president.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of it. And I'm so happy every time I see people out there, people standing in the streets, people blocking ICE from leaving their driveways. Fuck ICE. Get the hell out of our city.
Yeah.
Honestly.
And of course, I agree with you about this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it feels weird to talk this is so much of us just being friends talking on here.
Yeah.
This isn't really the place to discuss.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be fake and performative if we all of a sudden started talking about politics on here. But I do know both of us are aligned in a extremely we're both extremely against ICE. We hate the current administration.
That's terrible.
But we would not be friends, I think.
If it was the opposite,
felt differently.
But we also want to say for all the people who are going out, who are protesting, who are peacefully protesting, regardless of how much the media wants to spin it, stay safe, wear your masks, wear protective gear, because you never know.
We
support you. And the National Guard is going crazy and everything. And just stay safe, be good, love each other, practice empathy so much.
Rights. Don't talk to anyone.
Don't talk to anyone. And if anyone tries to treat you terribly, channel Allison De Laurentiis and you will destroy them.
Yeah.
She is a nuclear bomb. But we love everyone. Stay safe out there. We hope you enjoyed the podcast, and please keep listening. Comment your feelings, your thoughts on episodes, what we're talking about. Maybe even comment a thing that you want us to maybe talk about someday, and we might talk about it.
Yeah, because our thing, your thing.
Our thing, your thing.
Maybe your thing.
Sometimes your thing. But for mostly right now, our thing is wrapping it up. And we are saying hasta luego.
Bye.
Bye.